Okay, a lot of people have been wondering how I filter this spawn. This is the newest addition to the pond is OWASA drum filter with a floating bed. And I have a UV light here. It's got the controller and Wi-Fi. There's a lot to this. Sorry for the shaking and the wind. But if you didn't know, I'm in a wheelchair and it's a little awkward. But right here on this filter is the intake, 2-inch. Goes through the UV and then into a drum filter. Then after that it goes into what they call a moving bed, which has got the biomedia in it. Oops, let me see here, show you what it looks like. These little beads right here, that moves for the discharge. And then there underneath here is the air pump for the moving bed. Now there's one filter. Let me push around here. Try to give you a view of the pond. The rock garden I got. Rocks from all over. When I travel, I try to get rocks from every state I go to. This was designed, I helped design it, so I'm in a wheelchair so I can get around the pond. That waterfall there's got a biofalls with filter and bioballs in it. That filters too, and that's the discharge for the OWASA drum filter. So there's about a little over 4,000 gallons per hour, probably around 6. That's coming through that waterfall right there. This area here is the feeding area. I like to feed them in just one spot. You can see they all know I'm at the feeding spot thinking I have food right now, but I don't. But yes, I've got a large fish load. Pond's roughly 30 by 40. There's no shelf right here. This is 3.5 foot deep with rock bottom. Out in the center where you see that lily at, that is a fish cave. It's a piece of flagstone sitting on barnstone so they can go underneath it for cover. The net, I had an osprey this year wanting that hung out, so I had to come up with a deterrent to keep them from getting the fish. Then I do have a bog upflow. Let me get the net out of the way here. This begins the shelf, and it goes almost all the way around the pond. Sorry for the net. It's 18 to 20 inches, which is great for lilies. There is the main waterfall over there. There's a liner underneath it on both sides. I get a lot of runoff when it rains, which is good, helps fill up this pond because it takes over 2 days to fill it up. It's completely drained. It's running low right now. I got the post in the way. Let's see if I can do this. And, ooh, sorry about that. Get over the hose. Here's my skimmer. I got 2 pumps in there, 9 LP and 4,000 for the small waterfall. It's got the drum filter hooked up to it. Try to watch what I use in here for the chemicals. I use all natural, biological bacteria. All the bacteria is natural. That goes into here. Oops, sorry for the shaking. But as you can tell, it's clear. This is a big shelf. Filter in everything. I need to get the net over the pond, keep the leaves out. No, this ain't the best day of doing this. It's in the fall here. But you hear the waterfalls. I do have a pump that sets in the deep end that I can turn on, especially in the winter, keep a hole in the ice. The aeration, the ROASA, I have actually 2 air pumps running on this pond. One just for air things here. You see the bubbling. That helps keep the pond from freezing over completely too, so the gases can escape, which is very important. Here's a better shot of the main waterfall. And the Creeping Jenny has taken over one side of it this year. Been trying to do some more landscaping, but weather and everything, and this day and age, getting people out to help, it's hard to do. I do have access all the way around. You can see the bog penny and the papyrus and the pennyworth, which is great. That helps with the water quality. I've got mint. 2 different mints growing over in the bog. Arrow, Rush. That's in there. There's a lily in there. There's another mint plant. I'm trying to get more Creeping Jenny to start around the edges, but it takes it a while. But this is my pond. Yes, I get in it, swim with the fish. So I have the shells are wide in case I do fall in. I can get myself out and back in my wheelchair. Next year I got to get in here and get the rock back up on the shelves, because it's gotten moved over the years, over the last 2 years. Boy, can move some rock, believe it or not. The gravel that you put in, they're constantly up to something. And I've been doing this for over 20 years now. This is the 3rd or 4th renovation on this pond. It just keeps on getting bigger and bigger. And almost put an intake bay in this year, but they're pricey, and I decided to go with the OASA filter instead. And we have raised beds, and everybody's worst nightmare that they try to hide in the videos. the overflow stuff you have, the junk, stuff you use around the pond or for the pond. But all the flagstone we picked out, we had 7 pallets altogether of flagstone to go around here. Not counting the rock I had and the other rock we brought in, a pallet. 2 pallets of rock for the waterfalls. That's this right here. Missouri stone. It comes out from Missouri. I forgot the name of it. But moss likes to grow on it in different plants. It's got a lot of holes. And you can plant in it and get moss to start. Right now I got string algae, which I am not worried about. It helps filter in. But I do have a way to get up. I got a pathway to come up to this waterfall so I can get the bio balls out in the filter. But that's all I use for filtering is 2 waterfalls, a log filter, the skimmer, and now rock to filter now. This summer it was completely green. You couldn't even see the first shelf. Couldn't even see the fish. Now it's crystal clear. See all the way down to the bottom. I wish it was a sunnier day. There's one of my buddies now. He was only about 5-6 inches when I got him. And they're growing. So my fish are in the 2-foot range, the koi are, the big ones, even the butterfly. Hopefully next summer the butterfly fish that I did get this year survive the winter and I can have more. They'll get bigger. That's what I'm hoping for. But basically I've done all the landscaping around here. There's stuff around. I get help every now and then. And I know it ain't perfect with what you'd see on some people's videos, but I've had a pond ever since I've moved into this place, and it's been over 20 years. So it's not bad for somebody that's basically tried doing it all by themselves. I did hire a company that does ponds, come in and dig it, help lay the rock. I've reset a lot of it, a lot of the flagstone. It just takes time. Now I'm waiting for is I got this one spot right here. I've got the rock to finish this off and make a little retaining wall and planting bed here. And then this berm going down here is to keep water from flowing from the runoff from the yard. And the pad right there, where the cowboy got in there, that's going to be my first future workshop. But yeah, everything around here, all this stone here is sitting on a liner. There's a liner on this berm that goes up and over. There's sand underneath it and then the rock, the gravel. But other than that, I go through about over 100 pounds of fish food a season. And these guys they stay out here all year round. Now, I know this is getting long-winded, so I'm going to end it here. Hope you enjoyed looking at my pond, checking it out. And everybody have a good day. And if you like this video, please subscribe and hit the like button for me. I'd really like to grow this channel. I know I do other things besides the pond and koi.